My Man Crush Monday, I forget his name, and I will never remember it. But it's the guy who writes the fucking Dilbert cartoons.
Yes.
He's like, I mean, first of all, before I even knew he was a piece of shit, Dilbert sucks.
Yes.
Dilbert's the shittiest cartoon in the paper, and I've thought that ever since I was a fucking child.
Mm-hmm.
And he is like this super men's rights activist. And they always do this thing where they're like, I'm coming from a place of logic. And the thing is that there's no appropriate words that we have to cast off people like that, because we can call them a douchebag, whatever. But any girl that wrote a blog like that, it's just crazy bitch, period.
Right.
End of story. I think people would say the same thing about Michael Che if he was a woman. They would just say crazy bitch, period. End of story, you know? And this guy is writing, you know, oh, men were sure put in their place at the Democratic National Convention. And I remember watching that convention so inspired that not only were women given such a role, but their husbands seemed so genuinely proud and so genuinely like they weren't fighting against emasculation. Like they were just like, we love it. They've worked for this. And then this guy has to write this thing where he goes, whether men are aware of it or not, their testosterone lowers. And so therefore they're going to subconsciously associate this heightened role for females to be experienced as sadness.
What?
And I was like, I think that's just you. I think you need to get fucked and shut up. But I'm like, what do I do with these men? I mean, do I have to just let them exist? I don't think men should have freedom of speech. I don't.
Can I say,
Pull the plug.
You mentioned hormones. You know, one of the things I think people don't realize is when you're PMSing that week before you actually start to bleed, that's when your estrogen level drops. That is when a woman's hormonal state most closely resembles a man's.
Oh my God,
so
that
if
makes
a woman
so
is
much sense.
unfit during that time of the fucking month, then men are permanently always unfit for office.
That is so genius.